the barriers. Remember how it used to be. This isn't just a point of view. So tell me, are you listening? I'm breaking down the barriers. We've gone full circle again. Remember how it used to be. Your place is here by my side. This isn't just a point of view. There's nothing there between the lines. So tell me, are you listening? Our love will stand the test of time. I'm breaking down the barriers. Remember how it used to be. This isn't just a point of view. So tell me, are you listening? I'm breaking down the barriers. We've gone full circle again. Remember how it used to be. Your place is here by my side. This isn't just a point of view. There's nothing there between the lines. So tell me, are you listening? Our love will stand the test of time. I'm breaking down the barriers. We've gone full circle again. Remember how it used to be. Your place is here by my side. This isn't just a point of view. There's nothing there between the lines. So tell me, are you listening? Our love will stand the test of time. I'm breaking down the I'm breaking down the barriers. Remember how it used to be. This isn't just a point of view. So tell me, are you listening? I'm breaking down the barriers. Remember how it used to be. This isn't just a point of view. So tell me, are you listening? I'm breaking down the barriers. Remember.
Neutral.
Yeah, I'm neutral.
On-
I don't really
on
care because
the-
it's not going to change my life. But anyway, David said you guys have a reason why.
That's the one thing that triggers me. When someone says, what difference does it make? It's not going to change my life. It's going to change your
I'm interested
life.
to hear what you have to say on
It's
that.
going to change your life.
Yeah, okay, cool. That's awesome. So I like to learn new things. Okay, so I observe the hell out of nature. Okay, especially being here in the sun in Mexico.
Nature doesn't
And
lie.
when you're at high noon here
Yeah.
on the beach, and I put my hands up, and I know there's obviously light refraction that plays a role into all of this, but when you're putting your hands up above to block out the light to look at the sun, to me anyway, from my perspective, I see the sun as a specific size. And then on the top deck of my casita, I have a fourth spot where I can go up there and I can watch the sunset. And to me, the sun is bigger as it comes down what it appears to be going below the horizon than above. Now, if it is going straight across the Earth, then to me it would be the same size, and it would get smaller as it moves away from us, and that just is not what has happened since I've been observing it here.
And that's because you do not understand what you're seeing. And tonight, I'm going to teach you all what you're seeing.
Cool.
Okay,
Awesome.
So I'm going to show you guys two tables. Are these the same width and dimension?
Well, I know.
You know.
Yeah, no, I've watched your stuff.
Okay, so again, so your eyes, it's very difficult. So this is just showing you that unless you can touch it and measure it, you can't really tell. So first, let's you guys, you probably have seen this, but I want to show it again because then I'm going to lead into something new that I'm going to show. Have you seen my flat Earth kitchen? Seen this?
Yes, I've watched your video on this.
Just real quick so people can see it. We're looking.
This is for our guests for sure.
We're looking at the sun from the elevation of the sun. This line is level. Yes, it's level. I verified it in the full video, but you can see that it's level. Here's my counter. Here it is moving along. This is it can be a cloud deck or a mountaintop, whatever. It's opaque and it's above it. Now we're going to look at the view of the same path from the table, from the far end of the table, and look at the line. It looks like it's going down. If I showed you this first and said, is this line level? You would say no, it's going down. And look, it never went below this, but this is from the viewer's point of view at your eye level. This is compressed into the horizon. Look at the line now. It's almost going straight down. Okay, so this is just without any atmosphere, refraction, magnification, nothing. Okay, now we compare it to a real sunset, and look, it goes behind, this is the real sunset, an atmospheric deck. So this is that cardboard bottle thing I had, right? But your eyes can't see the difference between that line and the apparent horizon, and it all crunches together, and it all just disappears beyond this cloud deck, atmospheric deck of opacity. So now we're going to talk about perspective. So when you watch something go away, it gets smaller. Bam, it just goes away and it gets smaller because you are at the same level as that thing. As it goes away, it gets smaller. Nobody disagrees with that. So this is perspective, and it literally goes away until it disappears. Now these lines are all level, but look at these lines here. These are almost going straight down. Okay, this is a hallway. And it's level, but your eye perceives these as going down. So here we have a sun that's already elevated. Okay, it's really going straight across, but due to perspective, it goes down. And this is what an observer would see. This is like a cross view of it. And this is what you would see. So this sun is just going down due to perspective, like I just demonstrated. Okay, so I forget what the name of the effect is. So here the train cars, it's already reduced.
Yeah.
And as it goes away, it really doesn't change size very much. So this is a cartoon. Let's look at it in reality. Here's two balls, okay, that are the same size, 6 feet apart. The one in the distance is way, way, way small, okay? So we have a camera looking at it. One's very close, one's very far. It shrank already, as things do as they go into the distance. But when we lift the camera up, straight up, not getting any closer to the other one, watch what happens, okay? Because when something is already away from you, its perspective drop gets less and less. And at 7 feet high, they're pretty much the same size, right? So if I move this ball along the track, it's not going to get any smaller. And perspective tells you it's going down, okay? This is all just a trick of the eyes.
Yeah,
and that's how it works. Now, here's another thing. There's two more things I'm going to tell you. One, as that sun is going away, as it becomes lower and lower, you're looking, like when you're looking at the sun above you, you're looking through just a little bit of atmosphere. But when you're looking at the sun away from you and it's already dropped, you're looking at it through all of the atmosphere. And when you're looking out over water, there's moisture in that air. So as the sun is going away, remember, it's already up. It's not going to get much smaller. It's also being magnified a little bit sometimes, not every day. That's why sunsets look at different sizes on different days, okay? It's called atmospheric magnification. That just plays a little part. And then the last thing is, it's really not bigger. When you see, the next time you guys have an opportunity to see a moonrise or moonset that is gigantic on the horizon, well, you go, wow, that's big. It's not. It's the same size as this one above you. And the way to do it, you know, you think like, wow, look at that moon. You take a picture, and you look at the picture and go, oh, it's tiny, right?
Yeah.
But you look at it, it's gigantic.
Huge,
it's your mind. Here's what you do. Sounds gay. It's not. Turn around, spread your legs, bend over, and look at the moon upside down through your legs, and it will be tiny.
You're kidding me.
It will be tiny.
Why?
Because your brain short circuits and it can't.
Oh my God.
It's totally a short circuit. It's the way we see things. We don't see. Yeah. So the whole argument of the sun not getting smaller, and by the way, it does get smaller many times. Depending on the.
Try it out later.
Yeah. Is it a full moon?
No, it was a few days ago.
Yeah. So, well, it might be big enough. But this was taken by a soldier in Afghanistan. Super dry, not over the water, and no humidity. And the sun just goes away. Paul McCartney knows the fool on the hill sees the sun going down, but the eyes in his head see the world spinning round. And this, look, we are spinning backwards at 1,000 miles an hour. Yeah. Why isn't that sun going down? It's just going away, and it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller until you can't see it anymore. Okay. So
And then you zoom in, and then you'll see it again.
Well, here's one. Looks like this one's setting over the water, right? But as I showed you before in my kitchen one, you can't see that there's space between the sun and the water. And when you zoom in, because these clouds over here are the same height as the ones above you, but when you zoom in, oh look, it's not touching the water. It's still up there.
Oh.
And then over distance, like right here, becomes opaque, and the sun will just go behind that. And it looks like it's going down. It's not. We showed you that with the perspective. And it looks like it's disappearing behind the horizon, but it's not. There is no physical horizon. We can see too far. It's all nonsense. Next.
I love this.
Why go back? But there was that ant that stood up to me.
Yeah, but we can forget about him.
Yeah, it was just one ant. One ant.
Yeah, you're right. It's just one ant.
Yeah, boss, they're puny.
Puny? Say, let's pretend this grain is a puny little ant.
Did that hurt?
Nope.
Well, how about this one? Are you kidding? How about this?
You let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand up.
Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life.
It's not about food. It's about keeping those ants in line. That's why we're going back!
Does anybody else want to stay?
He's quite the motivational speaker, isn't he? Let's rock!
the sky, bringing the ocean itself down into the stadium.
I know we have still not shattered that highest and hardest glass ceiling. Thanks to you, it's got about 18 million cracks in it.
Phil!
I broke the dome.
And everything we see when we look up in the sky exists in sort of a dome.
Now, one thing I really want your generation to embrace is that the Earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the Earth. There's no place to go. There's no place to go. There's no place to go.
The pitcher, steroid Santa Claus, kicks and deals. It's a long fly ball going back. And the ball shatters the sky, bringing the ocean itself down into the stadium. Oh, Simpson just broke this dream's reality wide open.
And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters."
This is the sun's reflection off of the firmament. What we're going to do is a time lapse of what they call a sundog. And I'm going to show you that right here. Now notice in the time lapse how the reflection moves with the sun. It's really, really simple. I'm going to slow it down for you. The reflection moves with the sun. If this were ice crystals, as science says, well, it'd be in different spots of the sky. It's always on each side of the sun and above it, and it moves with the sun. So that tells you that just like a shadow, it's the sun's reflection in glass, so it's going to follow it. It's going to move along with it, kind of like this TV right here. Okay? See the lighter? See its reflection? Its reflection moves with it. Just like that. Just like that. That's all you're seeing right here when we do this time lapse. Just the reflection moves right along with it. Just like here. Here's another one. Notice the clouds in the sky. Everything is moving itself except for the sun and its reflection. It's moving together because that's the reflection of the sun off of the glass firmament. It's really common sense. Look at the clouds. If the ice crystals are supposed to be in the atmosphere with the clouds, then why isn't the light moving? It moves with the sun because it's the sun's reflection. It has nothing to do with ice crystals. And right here, same thing. Notice the sky, the clouds, everything is moving at its own pace, but the light reflection moves with the sun. Now, like I always say, it's really, really simple.
Hast thou with him spread out the sky, which is strong and as a molten looking glass? The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork.
We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year.
As you can see here, in the right conditions, the sun will reflect all the way around the dome.
And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so.
Okay, what I'm going to be using for my demonstration today is simply just a glass bowl and a lighter. Now what I'm going to show you is what you think are sundogs, what science tells you are sundogs, which are the sun's light refracting through ice crystals in the sky. Well, if that were the case, then they'd be all over the sky in different spots, but they're not. They're always the same distance away from the sun, one on each side. And every now and then, you'll see the one right over the top of it, right in the middle of the dome, the firmament. So what I'm going to show you is it's nothing more than the sun's reflection off of the glass firmament above. Now check this out. Now, as you can see here, there is a reflection on each side of the glass bowl from the light source. Now, as the sun makes its circuit around the earth at one point in time of the day, you will see it reflecting off the firmament. I've caught it several times on camera, and I've showed it to you guys several times. If it were ice crystals, it wouldn't be the same distance away on each side of the sun and only the same two spots every time. And now, as you've seen in the news footage, the scientists told you that it is caused by ice crystals refracting the sun's light. But I am showing you, it's simple, it's really simple, that it is caused because the sun is reflecting off of the firmament. You could try this at home for yourself. It is really simple, guys. So now you know that the only way to get the reflection on each side of the sun and above the sun, like you just seen, is in a containment. The sun is contained inside the glass firmament.
Very interesting. It's a double rainbow.
Right. Well, first of all, a double rainbow is one thing, but to get a lightning bolt and capture
Through it,
that,
yeah.
That it took such a setup atmospherically to get something like that.
Oh, I got that.
Not be true. Unlike what we've been told in school, the Earth looks like a snow globe, round but not sphere. The North Pole is at the center of most flat Earth maps, with the ice of Antarctica holding everything in.
Well, new this morning, all our lives we've been taught that there's little doubt that the Earth is round, of course. We've seen the images from space, but not everyone's really convinced.
There's a whole group of people who are not convinced. Some common themes are the Earth is not a sphere, as you said. It's not moving. We are not spinning on an axis or revolving around anything. And biblical literalists believing the Earth and everything we see when we look up in the sky exists in sort of a dome. And everything we see when we look up in the sky exists in sort of a dome. And everything we see when we look up in the sky exists in sort of a dome.
Hast thou with him spread out the sky, which is strong and as a molten looking glass? The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork.
that highest and hardest glass ceiling, but someday someone will, and hopefully sooner than we might think right now. Although we were able to shatter that highest, hardest glass ceiling this time, thanks to you, it's got about 18 million cracks in it. The light is shining through like never before.
What would you do if your beautiful date told you the earth was flat? What would you do if your beautiful date told you the earth was flat?
I hope he'd agree with me.
Agree with her.
Why the big secret? People are smart. They can handle it.
A person is smart. People are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it. 1,500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was the center of the universe. 500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was flat.
But I am telling you right now, that mother back there is not real.
You know, it's mysterious and galaxies and things, but what you see is black.
The sky is deep black.
And what you see down there is light.
And I'm William Shatner, and we have materialized through the magic of special effects. Special effects. Special effects. Special effects.
The Earth is the only visible object other than the sun that can be seen.
Special effects. Special effects. Special effects. Special effects. Special effects.
Hit people, but you're going to be on the deck unless you get I appreciate it. And get the hell out of the Black House.
Now we have a #1 rocket right now in the U.S. and we have a #1 spacecraft, and they cannot get into lunar orbit with significant maneuvering capability. And that's a great disappointment to me.
How do you feel about that?
That's a great disappointment to me.
So, Buzz, you said you had something special to share with us?
That's right, Jimmy. And please, call me Melvin. I've just been playing Buzz Aldrin on behalf of the shadow government for 50 years. And now they want to can me.
That's a great disappointment. Great disappointment. Great disappointment to me.
T-minus 1 minute to launch.
Here we go, I guess.
Yep, we're doing this, apparently.
Earth is flat and not round.